So life isn't going the way you'd hoped, huh? Let's talk about that. Maybe you did everything you were told were the right things. Maybe you went to school. Maybe you got what at any other time in history would be considered a good, high-paying job. You do your best, but every day you're sort of just faced with the question of, is this really it? When we started this whole off-grid living and homesteading adventure, we felt exactly the same way. I remember sitting in my apartment, looking out the window before what was sure to be a long and unfulfilling day at work, thinking to myself that everything I would go through today, the traffic, the lines at the gas station, clocking in at a job that would replace me tomorrow if something unexpected happened today, having to handle the emergency of the day at work, and then more traffic, more lines at the grocery store to pay more money than I can afford for food that made me feel horrible, to get home just in time to tell my kids goodnight before they went to bed, and if I'm lucky, have a couple minutes to spend with my wife, who was exhausted from having her own version of that day. And all that for what? To pay for the privilege of getting to wake up tomorrow and do it all over again. At least we still have our sense of humor, right? That isn't living. But it's just the way it is, right? No. Or at least it doesn't have to be. I'm fully aware that this off-grid living and homesteading lifestyle isn't for everyone. But a few months ago, I realized that all the lessons I've learned and the skills I've developed living this way, and that I would never have been exposed to if I had still been sitting in that apartment looking out that window, might be able to help some folks find more. And all I needed to do was figure out the right way to tell these stories. So I set out to do just that. I took all the stories, all the lessons, all the takeaways, the mistakes, and even exercises people could do to put these principles into practice without the unbelievable amount of trial and error that it took me to learn them. And I organized them into a book that you can download for whatever you want to pay, even if what you want to pay is nothing. I called the book Out of Your Own Way, 8 Homestead Lessons for an Incredible Everyday Life. And whether you want to start an off-grid homestead, live in a bustling city, move to an island, live in a tree house, or whatever other kind of lifestyle you can imagine, one thing's for sure. There is so much more to this game than the revolving debt that you've been making minimum payments on your entire life. So go to the top link in my bio and let's finish this conversation over there. I sincerely hope you'll let me share this with you.